Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. House Caution. Today we're going to be doing UFLI lesson 93, day 1, where we are talking about the augh spelling pattern. So let's check out our schedule. Starting with phonemic awareness, we are going to blend o, ah, n,
O, ah, n, on.
o, ah, n, ch,
O, ah, n, ch, lush.
st, ah,
Ah, straw.
ah, o, t.
Ah, oat, fall.
Good. Now we're going to segment, take it apart. So if I say pawn, you say pawn.
On,
Draw.
draw.
Ah. Haunt. Haunt. Aunt. Caught.
Caught.
Caught. Okay, anywho, now we're going to move into our visual drills. So you will see the graphemes. So you'll tell me what they say. So what does this say? Ew or ooh. 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 You or ooh or I, very good. O, E, 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 A, or there we go. Or R. Ya or I or E. Good. Now we're going to move into our auditory drill. So my friends have their board. So we're going to write down the spelling patterns, the phonemes, of what it says. So if I say, what can say, I should see O and O, or you, which can also say like in put. Okay, cool. Looks like a smiley face. Anywho, next one I want you to try is what can say, we're going to do our I spelling pattern because we have a spelling test this week. I. So what can say I? Going to be looking for vowel teams especially. What says I? I see I by itself. That's not a vowel team. That's just open syllable. I with a sneaky E, I do see that also. That's not a vowel team either. IGH, do see that. The GH is silent. We're going to be talking about that today, so please pay attention to that. And then I also see IE, like at the end of pie, pumpkin pie. And then I have friends that wrote Y down, like at the end of a word like sky is Y also. Okay, last one I'm going to do. There's others, like if you wanted to try what says or what says A. But I want my friends to try to write down the ones, what can say O? What's the spelling pattern for O? What are the phonemes for O? And I'm not talking about O by itself. That one's the easy one. But I do see OE, like at the end of toe. I also see OW, like at the end of show. I do see, yeah, there's the OE. I saw someone who wrote OO, but OO doesn't say O. It says ooh or but I do need to see OA, like in the middle of road. That's it also. Good. All right, erase your boards. We're going to move on where I need to get my blending board out. All right, so for my blending board, you guys are going to read the words that I'm making, and I'm going to go a little bit rapid fire, so let's see how you guys do. What does this say? Roo. But what if I change it to this? Row. And if I add this? Grow, and then glow, and then glue, and then blue, and then blur. Although I see some friends who are not paying attention, so I hope you're all paying attention in your classroom. All right, so we have blur, and then I need to change it to burr. And what if I add this though? Burrs. What if I do this? Burns. And if I just get rid of that? Burn. And what if I do this? Born. And what if I do this? what if I do this?
Lean.
Lean, and then two more. I'm going to say this. Glean, and then the last one. Gleam. Awesome. Now we're going to move into our last section where we are going to be talking about our new concept. So we are talking about augh, and so you see my mouth saying the augh. It's kind of like when you think something's very cute, like a cute little kitty or puppy, you go augh. That's the sound that these phonemes make. So if we say augh, AW can say that, but let's take a look also. So AW, you'll find that in the middle of words like lawn and hawk, but you can also find it at the end, or yeah, at the end of words like paw and law. But you could also find some at the beginning, like aw. That's actually how you spell it. Like if you're writing, she saw the puppy and she said aw. That's how you actually spell that. So there's that. You might actually also see at the beginning of words like awkward. AW also. Okay, anywho, AU can also say that, but this one we're going to mostly find in the middle of words. So let's take a look at those. So like I said, in the middle of words like haul and fault. Okay, moving on. This one is the hardest one. Now remember what I said earlier. This is like our long I spelling. IGH can say I because you don't even hear the GH. And this is the same way. You hear the aw, but you don't hear the GH part. So sometimes it's just for the sake of spelling. So let's take a look at where we can see it. This one's also tricky because it could say something else, but we're not going to talk about that. You're going to find in the middle of words like caught. So these are the spellings that we are doing with aw, and you need to be careful with this. Like I said, you're going to find this in the middle. If you're thinking in your head, oh, I saw that at the end of the word laugh. The end of the word does spell with this, but GH at the end of a word says, which doesn't make any sense at all. But the point is, when you see this in the middle, you don't hear the G and the H, kind of like with the long I rule that we were talking about. But anywho, if you want to write, practice writing any of those, you can. But we're going to go into reading, so watch me read. Draw, haul, taught, seesaw. Now everyone read together. Law, saw, straw, crawl, launch, cross, fault, caught, withdraw. Okay, if you want to spell, you can, but for us, we're all done. So give yourselves a round of applause, pat on the back, kiss on your brain. We will see you next time. Bye, everyone.